So I kind of just decided I'm gonna live some of my life like, you know, when you're a kid and you get those menus, not menus, sorry, placemats at restaurants that have things on them to amuse you, and then there's like spot the whatever in the picture and you have to go around and spot it. So let's take an example from my life and see how many lessons we can spot, because otherwise it's just frustrating. All right, so today I wanted to go get my passport photo taken. So I was going to go to CVS and get it done. But then I thought, you know what? They have the apps for this now. And I can do it here and look, you know, take as many as I want and look good. and so it began. I chose an app and blah, blah, blah. The point is, like, after many apps, going through many apps and many photos and frustration trying to get the photos in the app and then get the photos to CVS, you know, like order them and stuff like that. It took hours. And finally I just gave up and I'm on my way to CVS now to get the passport photos taken. So that's the story. Now let's look at this, because I'm feeling pretty irritated by it, to be honest with you. I'm gonna stop here because this guy with kids is gonna come by. So I'm feeling pretty irritated, and I am observing that. So there's that lesson, right? Observe it and don't react out of it. I've been irritated. It's been like all day, and it has come out a little bit at the people around me. I have been feeling irritated all day. I am not my emotion. And it has been sort of spilling out to some of the people around me, who I try very hard to have patience with. But anyway, so there's that. And then I'm thinking, I've been feeling, or at least noticing, that I feel irritated a lot lately. So I'm bringing curiosity to that. And it was funny, I was talking to a friend and she was saying, oh, so it's patience. And I was like, yeah, I guess I have to. Is it all just patience? Am I irritated because I just don't have patience? So, because I mean, like, you know, rather than working on not being irritated, it's easier to work and more productive to work on being patient, right? So I guess that's a good point. Okay, so, you know, we're learning to relax and release more. We're observing, per usual. I'm taking a look at some patterns and seeing that irritation is something I've kind of gotten away from a lot of practicing as much as I had been. And it's kind of been showing up. And you know what, honestly, I haven't been journaling, and I've been praying a little bit, not as much as I would like. So I think I'm gonna get back to that. And I feel that I'm being very easily swayed into a less productive lifestyle. I'm allowing myself to kind of sink into it. So, I don't know. This is kind of discombobulated. So, why don't you try and spot the lessons here? Yeah. I had a bunch of them before I started the live. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of bummed and irritated and like frustrated with myself. But I'm noticing it. I'm not getting caught up in it. But it is, it's irritating. And It's funny how people stare at you on the street when you've got your phone out in front of you. So, this is just kind of an everyday practice that you gotta practice every day, So, relaxing, releasing, being aware, and just learning that rather than concentrating or focusing on the feeling of irritation, focus on the desire and the cultivation of patience, which has never been my strong suit, but that doesn't mean it can't be. I'll tell you a bit more about how I work on that later because my hand is freezing. And that's what I'll do. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it. I'm just kind of out of it. Anyway, I'll get back to you. I'll get my photos taken, my passport taken care of. That'll be good. That'll be a win. Anyway, so and then stop looking at the negatives, right? This is something I've been advising a friend to do a lot recently. Stop talking about the negatives. Oh, sorry, it's my back. Yep, the back's back. Stop talking about the negative. He focuses a lot on everything that's wrong and all the problems in his mental health, and he just keeps adding more and more energy to them, and it, you feel it. You can feel it as a person near him. So a lot of the times now I'm just going, stop talking about that. What are you doing? You're just making it worse. But it's interesting to watch because I'm on the other side of it now. I don't think I ever actually really talked about it the way some of the people around me talk about it. But it's just interesting to watch patterns that are similar to the patterns that I had and be kind of out of that place. And see, it's hard not to just tell them what to do. It's like, well, clearly you should do this, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes it does come out and I say it. And in general, my housemates are very, very gracious and they take it well and they appreciate it. But I gotta be careful because sometimes it's just like, I don't want to come off as whatever, like know-it-all-y, or like I'm know-it-all-y, I guess, right? Anyway, I'll stop. This is completely inane, this video, so I hope that you've enjoyed watching me just kind of drone on about completely whatever things. I'm gonna go now. All right, so I am grateful for the realization of focusing on cultivating patience rather than focusing on not being irritated. So even if you're bummed out, just having like the day, you can always find something to be grateful for. So I'm going to urge you as I go inside CVS to remember that you can always choose to have a grateful day.